Hello, everyone, and welcome in yet again. Another exciting day here for ESEA Season 54. Superior Esports, they've been undefeated up until this point, sitting at 8-0, currently in fourth place, taking on Galaxy Gaming, who've only played 4 games this season. They're 3-1 at the moment, and, so this could be a very big game for them if they could be the first team to knock off the juggernauts that have been Superior. Both of these teams were 9-5 last season. Superior ending up 51st. Ironically, Galaxy Gaming ended up 52nd. So Superior 8-0, currently sitting in fourth, as we said, have been playing very, very well throughout the regular season. And now a chance to keep that undefeated streak alive here tonight. A chance to go to 9-0. So the only game that Galaxy Gaming has lost was their first game of the season against Avion, who is currently at 6-2. So a tough matchup for them to start off. They've been on a nice little winning streak since then, though. 3 wins in a row for Galaxy. The servers today are on Germany, and the map is going to be Ancient. It's going to be an exciting one. We've got almost everybody loaded into the lobby here, and then we'll get that action underway for you. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Exclamation point socials if you'd love to stay up to date with all the action we got going on, from the Discord to the Twitter. It'll keep you up to date with not only the cool community events, but the cast like this as well. So as I talked about, excited for this one. I believe Galaxy Gaming has a double header today, followed by a game on Friday, 2 on Monday, and 2 on Tuesday. So they've maybe been away, but now ready to get things back in action. Like I said, they're on a 3-game winning streak, recently beating a team on, what was it? I believe that was a forfeit. They were previously Prim Ghouls, I think. So not sure exactly what happened with the team name change or what is going on with that, but nonetheless, they are here. They are ready to play. And so are we. Shouldn't be too long till we get that knife round underway for everybody. And let's see, 13-7 was their previous one. So I got to wonder if maybe they were playing, if there's going to be 2 different players than we've seen in some of these previous matches. So I guess time will tell. Again, on Ancient, mid control has been absolutely huge on a map like this. And so far, we've seen Superior been able to kind of navigate it well. We've seen them on Ancient here recently a couple times and have been dominating. Had a few hiccups here and there. I know we had a rough start in one of those games, but always getting it done when it matters most. Dotla has been an absolute machine here lately. Leo the Lion as well. We saw the ace last week. Man was absolutely tearing it up. Top-notch Nazi has been on fire as well. Roddy Dyrod, the man has been a menace on the op. And honestly, this squad has been so much fun to watch. Not only to watch, but to get to cast here as well. So one more time, we go back to it. The boys try to get it done. They try to remain undefeated on the season at 9-0. They were in first. I'm guessing some other teams have already played their game, so they have dropped down to fourth at the moment. But again, remaining undefeated as we get ready for this, and an opportunity to go to 9-0 would be absolutely huge for them. I think Adepts is currently sitting in first place, but they are 8-2. So they've got a couple games up, which is most likely why they are up in that first place position. I think Infinite previously held it. Infinite is 8-1. So it doesn't appear that there are any undefeated teams remaining. Oh, I take that back. In third place, 8-0 is AM Gaming. And so they haven't played too many extremely tough teams yet. Their schedule, I think, is about to strengthen for them as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that crew as they continue to progress. But Superior Esports, all 5 members on the board. One more for Galaxy Gaming here. Wasn't familiar with their roster, so I'm old but gold, baby. We like to write all these down and keep them here in the notebook. I expect to see some homies coming through in chat. Obviously, normally the squad does play around 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. British summertime. Last couple games have been a little bit earlier, closer to noon Eastern, 5 p.m. British summertime. But this game a little bit earlier than normal as well. I expect some of the lads will be popping in and out. I know my boy Verme Zovic often shows up. My boy John Stu. A lot of legends. Hopefully we see some familiar faces here today as we work toward getting that final player loaded into the map. But if there is anybody kicking it here with us, regardless of what team you're here to cheer for, don't be afraid to type in chat and let us know how you're feeling. This one is going to be a good one. Again, 3-1 for Galaxy Gaming. Superior Esports, one of only 2 teams left undefeated here, at least in the upper echelon of things. I know there are some teams that have some games to be made up. So, Ancient, though, like I said, I mean, we saw Superior, I think, on Ancient, not just last week, but at one point the week prior to that as well. We've seen a little bit of an array. I know last week we played Ancient, and then the week or the Friday before that, we were on Ancient as well. So 13-6. We had a 16-14. We had a close nail biter that went into overtime against Sangao. But we've been confident on Overpass. I know we've had a 13-5, I think it was, on Overpass. That was very strong. We had a 13-10 on Inferno. That was a bit sketchy. We had a 16-3 against No Bystanders on Anubis. No Bystanders have always been a solid team in the league. So that was definitely a good one. What else have we done? Let me take a quick look back here. We started off early in the season, 13-2 on Ancient against Diamant. We had a 13-10 against Smooty. And then, what was that first game of the season? Let me take a quick look here. First game of the season, I know it was Genesis, but that was on Inferno. That was a 13-3. That was a strong win. So we've had a couple close ones. We've had a couple overtimes. But when it comes down to it, the boys have always been able to get it done. So one more member to get loaded in here. We have passed that mark. And so because we are past that mark, it looks like we might be starting off this ninth round with a 5v4. Predictions on win, Superior all day, baby. I'm going to go for a strong one here today. Maybe a 13-5, 13-6. Dotla, maybe I don't know who's going to be the MVP. I got to think about it for a second, but they are ready. They're in the match, and they're ready to get the ninth round underway. We're going to waste no more time getting into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Galaxy Gaming taking on Superior Esports. The Stampede is at mid here. Leo, Asip, and Opsy. We'll find the first few. Uzman goes down to Dyrod in the background, and now the chase is on. Dotla, the closest. Nopsy just behind. We've got the POV, the front row seat of the hot pursuit, and this man is on the chase. Dotla, and now waiting around the corner, it's Dotla to find it. Prozor will get credit with the assist on the quick peekaboo ICU, and that's great by Superior. Galaxy Gaming just trying to eat up as much time as possible and allow that fifth player to get here. They had to postpone this game by a half hour already. Back to the warm-up Warrior round. Still have a little bit of time, but it does look like that fifth has arrived. Your starting lineup for the Galaxy Gaming squad is going to be Pokey. That's a name we know and are very familiar with. A very talented player. Asip, Uzman, Turzira, and Perseus on the side of Superior, though. The Superior squad. Leo, the Lion. Dotla, the Machine. The pro that is Prozor. Top-notch Nopsy. And the Rowdy Roddy Dyrod. We are ready to get the party started. Superior They're going to start out on the CT side this time, and it's going to be Prozor and Nopsy, who are our bullies with the doilies. Quick timeout. We'll talk things over. Berzius maybe still experiencing some technical difficulties. We'll get a quick reset here. Things seem to be all right and fairly equal. Berzius is getting toward that upper 60s, low 70s, but we'll see if that will suffice for the crew. Looking for that 13-5, 13-6. We'll see if Dotla can be a menace here again today. Maybe grab that MVP. Anyone's been capable, though. Everybody's been popping off. Even Leo on this IGL roll has been quite the menace. We'll wait for this match pause to expire. We do apologize. It seems like this game has been delayed even further at the moment. Well, 12-3. Well, the score goes to 13, so the winner will have to get 13. It is similar. I know you're a youngin. It is similar to the V game that we don't often speak about, the Valorant. But nonetheless, we appreciate you stopping by, kicking it with us here today, Rivar. I know it. I know it. It's your fault, though. It is your fault. Superior Esports, Galaxy Gaming, they have got us on the edge of RC. They are really trying to draw out the intro here. We've seen enough of the previews. We are ready for the main feature. We are ready for the cinema that is about to unfold before us. Uh-oh, my boss is here. There is another advanced team here in the NA that I believe I might be trying out for or applying for, called the Zomblers. So if you see them on Twitter, that post, make sure you vouch for your boy. The legendary Big Dong Kong, Big Wang Sang in the building. And now we are ready. Round one is finally upon us. Berzius is here. The connection issues have been resolved. And it's a push that appears to be heading toward the B site. Tyron! Dirty Dog finds one. It's 2-0, though. A quick 3K. He said, what do you got to say about that? Shots to the smoke, but no one's home. Berzius will get into position and drop the plant down here with ease. On the one tap, but he's got more problems to deal with from the side. Prozor able to find one. All he'll find is Turizera finding the quadra kill. A big round here for Galaxy Gaming. If that's fair, that's fair. I don't know if I've done that. I have seen some people do that, though. I've done it maybe the other way around. Early utility here from Poke toward that mid side. It's a great big mid presence here from Superior, and they are stacked and jacked here at mid. Trying to see if maybe they can make something happen or get a couple early picks. Ossip's going to find one. Now he's got help from above. Dotla is able to get at least one. It's a big blind, though. It's Usman and two to find a couple more. They combine for three, and Galaxy up to an early start here for them as they get two quick rounds. I haven't this season. That's fair. Hope you're doing well today, Kong. As always a pleasure to have you here. We will finally get toward that full buy round here of Superior. Verzius doesn't care. He steps through with a MAC-10. The run and gun is good because of the blind here from Pokey. Verzius and 2 will combine for 2. Dyrod gets 1, but immediately gets credited back. Nopsy from the top rope will find 1. Spots another. Big damage done, but big damage taken. And Verzius through mid catches Leo off guard. The problems here for Superior will continue. Running gun from Nopsy, though. Able to find 1. Does upgrade the weapon. Spray through the smoke, but no one's home. Will pressure forward. Might look to get crazy with it. Tried to thread the needle, but Usman was waiting patiently. They don't win their full buy round. And with that, they'll take a quick timeout to talk things over. Uh-oh, Kong. Somebody help him. He must spend all of his time playing Rocket League, Roblox, and Minecraft. Probably just Minecraft. I feel like even Roblox has renditions of this. We'll see what Superior has talked about during their tactical timeout. Because they were going to be back into a little eco round here. 3 5.7s, 2 Deagles. And whoa, living on a prayer. Galaxy Gaming off to a great start. They are looking to be the first team to knock off this undefeated Superior squad. Pokey with a quick nade, tries to clear the smoke, looks to pressure forward, nobody home, and will take a bit of early damage from his own nade here. Leo, I believe, spotted 1 on the jump over. Go back off just a bit. It's a molly followed by a flash. Nopsy steps through with a deagle, and he finds 2. The Deagle Demon upgrades to an AK, but Verzius says not today, no way. Back to a 3v3. I think Verzius trying to make sure they don't collect any of these weapons in toward Cave. Prozor, he's got that stat tracker. There's thousands of kills on this Deagle. He spots 1, the other one's there. He spots him toward Cave, and I believe it was a flash that kept that pressure from coming in, but they've got to be careful. Osip has made his way on the site. The spray looks decent. He's only going to find 1, though, as Prozor is able to answer back. Let him know, Kong. Cool guys do not look at explosions or down the sights. Take a look at Pokey, though, and he's into a cheeky position here. Prozor may have an idea the rotation's coming in. They still only have these pistols. I think now they're going to begin to shift forward, maybe collect a couple rifles of their own. And they do. They've got a kit in hand here as well. They could potentially make something happen. They got to be careful, though. Verzius onto the site with half health. Pokey lurking near this spawn side in a bit of an off angle. And is Dotla going to be ready for this? He was paying attention, but it doesn't help out. Pokey finds the headshot. Now it's going to be up to Prozor. In through Donut. Has to be weary of this pincer play. Time slowly dwindling away. And he doesn't even get a chance to get on site. You got to check the corners. It's a 4-0 start here for Galaxy Gaming. Not the start the boys were hoping for. But if you ever want to prove yourself as a strong team, it's from battling through adversity. We'll see if Superior can weather this storm once more and trudge through the trenches. They've got a full buy back in hand here. We've got the op in the hands of Dyrod. And we'll see if they can make something happen. Early utility will slow this mid-presence from Galaxy Gaming down just a bit. Leo on the flash peak, and he eats all of that op shot through the wall and luckily into the leg. He's hanging on by a thread. Dotla will find one, but it's Osip and Pokey. They combine for two here. And it has been rough waters for Superior. Trying to plug the holes of the ship before it sinks, trying to stay afloat here. We've seen a couple rough starts that have led to insane comebacks and some overtimes. Fortunately for Dyrod, he's been spotted. He takes quite a bit of damage here as well. We'll see them begin to shift toward the B site. Big flank coming in here from Leo toward mid, though. But is he going to catch Alsop in time? He does. Just in time as he tries to shift through mid here. We're going to see that rotation fall back slightly. There's no... Nopsy has a kit. This is something they could consider, but the economy isn't great either. And now Dyrod going down to Pokey. That might change things. Flash over the top. It does catch him momentarily. Molly followed by the smoke. This will allow him to pressure four. They've got to be careful, though. It's a Kobe from Berzius that finds Leo. And the Lion goes down. Nopsy able to find one. It doesn't matter, though. Pokey's on the op, and right now he can't be stopped. 5-0. Galaxy Gaming is on a tear at the moment, and Superior Esports is the first time we've seen them have a tough struggle. Only the second time. We have seen them be down 5-0 at one point earlier in this season where they were able to come back, find an overtime, and go on to get a dub. But they are on a scrappy round right now. The economy is all but dwindled away. 3 MP9s, 2 5.7s. And Prozor, through fire and flames, tries to get insane, but it's awesome. Finds the first pick. The running gun from Top Notch Nopsy will find one. Leo with the 5.7 sends him off to heaven from a distance. Nopsy is raining down terror. The 3K. And Leo will eventually be stopped, but they have not snuffed out the flame that is Nopsy. They are trying to make a stand. They are trying to gather some footing for this uphill battle. And this might just be the single spark to ignite the spectral fire. Uzman all alone. A 1v3 clutch is what is needed. Dyrod spots him, though. Takes a bit of damage. We'll pop an aid and back off to a safer position here. They've got the bomb down. And this is going to be a tough one here for Galaxy. Spots him back toward mid. Uzman still applying damage to Dyrod. How we doing, Kelly? Uzman spots Nopsy. The op goes down, and now it's a 2v1. Collectively, only 15 health between these two members of Superior. Mussy in the building. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. We will see Uzman begin to shift through mid here. He's going to opt to head back toward the B site. Molly in hand. He's got to be careful. Dyrod steps forward, or it's Dotla. Dotla steps forward through fire and brimstone. My man is a tall brick wall. 2 health on the board, but he doesn't care. And Superior Esports will get on the board. It is their first round and a much-needed one. Superior 8-0 on the regular season so far, trying to keep that undefeated streak alive. But they are going to have to reach deep in the pockets for this one. It's been a tough start. The boys are going to battle back. It's a quick smoke. Prozor flirting with disaster. We'll back off briefly. Osip's going to eat most of that nade as well as Duzira. Down to 83 and 64, respectively. Osip into an advantageous position here as he shifts through that smoke at mid and tucks into Cubby. It's a 1-3-1 split at the moment for Galaxy. Superior mirroring that with a 2-1-2 here. Have to be careful, though. Berzius begins to shift through A main. They're going to hear footsteps, but only that of Berzius, who then begins to back off. And you take a look at Ossip here through mid. All the way in toward the spawn side. Dyrod has to be careful now. This is about to get really dangerous. Ossip all the way through Palace. Dyrod does not know he's here, and he might be able to find Prozor. He does. Shots ring out. Prozor in trouble. Pokey finds one. Prozor with an answer, but Pokey on a 2K. And Dyrod hiding in between. He finds the 2K. He swaps to the pistol. He shoots from the hip and dips in the whip. My man is a monster. It's been a while, but Dyrod, Rowdy Roddy says it's time to pay the piper. And the dues are now. 2-0, though, steps in with a 2K of his own. It's Nopsy being cool, calm, and collected, staying true to the objective. Your skills only subjective as Superior Esports. They've found their footing. And they are beginning to battle back. We were looking for that single spark to rekindle the flames and ignite that spectral fire. They may have just found it there in round 6. That fire begins to grow a bit higher through round 7. And now in round 8, they need to power forward here. It's an eco round from Galaxy Gaming. And it's some of these anti-ecos that have haunted Superior in the past, but so far this season, they've been able to lock it down. Berzius, bomb in hand. A lot of space here on the flank, and it's Leo. He finds the first. It's a double flank. Utility and the pressure to follow. There's the peek from Dotley. He is a machine. He's got help from Dyrod. And it's a tag team back again. Can I get a whoop? There it is. It's a 3K combined. 4 on the board. Ossip all alone here. Deagle in hand. He's 5-7. Leo will hold this mid presence. We'll see him begin to shift through cave. Dyrod clears the angle, spots the arm. Deagle shot rings out. It connects first, but it's Dyrod who's been a menace. He finds the triple kill, and he'll go up to 8 on the board. Nopsy 1 away from double digits. And the crew may have stumbled a little bit here in the beginning, but they have found their stride. And they are looking to come alive. The beast has been awakened, and Superior now looking superior once more. Galaxy nearing that full loss bonus. Will be able to find a full buy here, but they are going to reach deep into the vault and expend all the funds to get into this round. Kong already knows, baby. Woo! You got to hit him with it when exciting stuff pops off, but it's Ossip to find the first. Dotlo on a trade back, and Dotlo on a 2K. Nopsy turns on a dime. My man is feeling fine, and they are collecting heads and getting bread. Now on a 4v2. Things slow down once more. It's a nice flash, but it comes from the teammate, I believe. Two's going to find one. On to Leo. Time ticking away. Here in A main. Nopsy's going to go for it one more time. The ninja defuse. There's the pop peak swing from Dyrod. Now the spray through. It's dangerously close, but just off the mark. He dips into the shadows, but Dotlo will find it. Don't be a loser. Buy a diffuser. Superior has done it. It was 5 in a row for Galaxy Gaming. But Superior has reached deep in that pocket. They've pulled the rabbit out of the hat because they continuously create these magical moments. Nopsy the first into double-digit kills here with 10. Dyrod just behind them with 9. And this is why you can never count this squad out. They always find a way to weather that storm. And now up close and personal, pros were able to find the first. Leo with a 2K. They combined for 3 yet again. And Nopsy says, getting kills, not without me, you're not. Everybody from Superior here wants a piece of the pie. And now it's all up to 2. Dyrod will blow some steam as he takes the head off the shoulders, left rolling around like a boulder. And I hate to say I told her so, but I told her so. Superior Esports has tied it up here in this one. 5 rounds in a row to answer back. And this is why this Superior squad is so much fun to cast. They're so exciting to watch. And they are putting on one hell of a cinema for us here today. Early nades will find a Scotia damage on the Tuziera. Now they look to take some mid presence here as well. Prozor's at mid this time. Dotla in toward Donut. Will be smoked off. A lot of utility here at mid. They're going to catch Prozor in between the smokes. Up on the boost. Usman's going to find Leo. Tries to spray down through as well, but now jumping away. Dotla takes a ton of damage. Here comes the flash from behind. It's 2 while blind. Nopsy looks to answer back. Now on a 4v2 Galaxy. Looking to find a round after it's been Superior with 5 in a row. Berzius will find Nopsy. Dyrod all alone with the op, but they've got funds. Dyrod will check mid, but the heat's coming from behind. Don't do it to him. And he goes for the knife. Ossip knifes down Dyrod. And that's a big play because they win the round, but you hope it's something that doesn't affect Dyrod's mental here. You got to be able to laugh about it. It happens to the best of them. The Galaxy Gaming has guaranteed themselves a minimum of tied half. They get it done here on the T side as well. So Superior, they have to be happy with how well they've battled back, but they're going to have to keep that momentum rolling from the T side as well. One final round of the first half to see if Superior can tie it up heading into the second half, or if Galaxy will be enjoying a 2-round lead. Early utility once more. They try to slow this mid presence down this time and get some of their own. Up through mid is Prozor early, but Ossip finds a 2K. The troubles now continue for Superior. Dyrod, look away from the flash. Spots the first, slows things down here. Has help from Leo coming in. This is beautiful. Berzius does go down. That's an opt-down. Dyrod spots the peak, and he threads the needle. Dyrod, a menace yet again, but it's a long lurking flank here this time from Usman that they've got to be careful with. Dyrod finds Pokey, and now all of a sudden, this flank becomes a little bit more feasible to deal with. Leo is patiently waiting for him to step into the crosshair. He does on the jiggle, but Usman able to find the first. He gets a second as well, and now it does come down to Dyrod. My man, Roddy Dyrod has done it again at halftime. Things were looking grim. It was Galaxy to open up with a 2K, but the boys reel it back one more time. We're tied up at halftime. Now tied for the second time here today. This pistol round is going to be incredibly huge for either team, though. And for Superior, even if they don't win the pistol round, they need to get this plan at a bare minimum. Big split pressure. Flash over the top. They're going to stampede forward. This is going to force them back in a hurry here. Going to have help from Long. They've got to be careful, though. And they are fearless. They're going to let this CT go all the way back. Nopsy actually got a 2K toward mid. Auto Director, what are you doing? Let me take over. Leo, Dyrod combined for 2, and Otsip is all alone. Nopsy finds him. It's a beautiful 3K for Nopsy, and I apologize because Nopsy had a nasty 2K to open up the round, and Auto Director not doing his job. Looks like I'm going to be taking over here today. Luckily. Well, they swap sides, whatever. So Superior now on the attacking side. Galaxy Gaming on that defensive side. Superior stampedes in. They do it quickly. Really, no kills come in for Galaxy. With that, the economy looking great. We'll cut to Dyrod here. As they shift through mid. They're holding this cave presence as well, just in case the peak comes in. So I believe that is Nopsy we see getting into that position here. Opsy and crew will begin to shift forward. They'll look to do this together. They realize someone's close now. The Molly's going to flush them forward a bit. 2 on the jiggle display, and Nopsy finds not 1, but 2. From a distance, though, Pokey on the P250 will poke a hole in the head. Leo says, no, baby, I see you. I see you lingering in the shadows. 2 left standing. Pokey doesn't even collect the gun yet. Leo's going to find him. It's the MAC-10. It's the Mac-Daddy. And Datla will find another. Superior Esports back on top. And now they will look to lengthen the lead a bit here. They were through the first 5 rounds. Tied it twice there. But they've taken the lead for the first time here today. And now they're up by 2. 2 rounds in a row to start it off. The full buy will come in here for Galaxy, though. But again, they expend all of their funds. So if Superior can find a way to win this bonus round, they should be able to put 1 more on the board to follow it. Usman waiting patiently. Sprays come in, and he is going to find Nopsy early. Back and forth we go. They've got to be careful here. Sprays will come through. The Molly's going to flush him forward a bit. Smoke there to help out. Dyrod finds 1. Usman on a tear, but Prozor, Pokey, and Pokey for 2. And Berzius from behind. Galaxy Gaming will get within striking distance as they get an important round. Seven to 8. It's a very important date. We'll see if Superior can bounce back in this round here. They've built an economy that allows them to find a buy. It's a nade over the top that finds Nopsy early. Otsip, while blind, will pick up on Datla. And now Pokey spots 1, but Leo on the run and gun. There's so many more lurking here, though. Berzi is able to trade back. Otsip on the peek up finds Nopsy. Prozor has to be careful. 2 in toward Donut, 2 in toward Spawn. He's doing a great job of holding him here at the moment, though. Able to shift through mid. He's going to spot him here, though. Usman spots him as well. Back and forth they go, and Usman able to hit the shot. It's now Superior's economy that has dwindled away. Berzius will find Prozor. We'll find ourselves tied up for the 3rd time here today. And now things will get a little bit troublesome for Superior. They're going to be on an eco round here, pistols in hand. And they hope to get a minimum or 2 or 3 kills. We'll see if maybe they can find a scrappy round win, though. Early utility, and unfortunately for Superior, they take a ton of damage here. Prozor will find one, but it's Asif on a 4K. And now Galaxy back up in the lead here for the second time today. Too kind. This guy's too kind to me, y'all. Somebody clip it so I can show these other Counter-Strike teams that I'm applying for. Galaxy back on top here. Early pressure through mid yet again. Dotla will steal one away. He dips back through the nade that explodes at his feet and chops him down to 42. This A site is wide open, though. And now Superior, a real opportunity to get on and find a plant. They got to be a little bit careful of Donut, though. We see Burzy is shifting back that direction. They've got to here. The spray comes in, and Nopsy at least able to find the trade at a minimum. You guys are too kind. I appreciate you. Bomb goes down. Tuzira looking to lock down this mid area here as well. We can see from a distance the Dotla is beginning to shift that way. We'll dip into Donut. Asa finds one. Dyrod quick to trade it back, though. And here comes the Molly over the top. This forces him away, and Prozor doesn't care. He still finds the kill. Tuzira, kid in hand, but knows this is a tough retake. No time on the clock. Will fall back and save the rifle, and Superior Esports has found a way to tie it up again here for the fourth time tonight. Look at that. It was trying to mess up on me, bro. I ain't have that. I'm too quick for that. I ain't have that. I'm too quick for that. You can't be messing up on me like that. This team is no slouch. They're 3-1. They just haven't had many games to play this season. Nades over the top. Usman steps out in the spray. Dotla finds one. Nopsy takes him out. Two back, and now Nopsy again, two of his own. Looks to fake the plant. No pressure comes through. Careful of Cave. Down the swing, and it ain't no thing for Leo the Lion. Nopsy will get a piece of the pie. And Burzius from behind continues to spray through the smoke, but they're going to be able to get away here, and Nopsy can just play this perfectly. As he does, the game of cat and mouse, he says, from checkers to chess, checkmate, baby. Superior Esports back in the lead for the second time here today. And near the end of the game when it matters most. You know, I don't know, you're probably too young to have seen Princess Bride, but you drink it as poison over time, you become immune to it. It helps with my gameplay. See, I can see right through that flashbang, and so can Pokey as Dotla does find an answer back. Dotla! He's been a machine, and he continues to be a machine. 3 on the board, a potential ace on the cards, excuse me. And Dyrod able to find the plant. Shots will ring through the smoke. Tuzira will look to shift forward a bit here, but up in the boost, they spot one. Two finds the spray, but Prozor hits those all day. Usman able to answer back. It is a 2v1. Beautiful flash, but Usman gets another. Dotla doesn't have the health. And Dotla does it! It's a 4K! My man is a monster! Get up out of your chairs. If you are not standing, I want you to stand up. I am standing right now, and I need to see in chat some news, baby. Ric Flair don't care. The Nature Boy has come to party in Superior Esports. Let me sit back down real quick. Is up by 2. 1 away from match point. And a scrappy round for Galaxy Gaming. Catches him with utility in hand. Needs to finish the job. And Leo, the spray transfer is good for 2. I don't even care about your ears. I am well aware there's no fear in the hearts of Superior Esports. Top-notch Nopsy will stampede on through and collect the tags. I don't mean to brag about my boy, but he's 22 and 15. Nopsy will find the pick on to Pokey. Nah, it's just because I have a noise gate on it so it doesn't destroy your ears. We got the Shure SM7B, the best of the best, Rivar, and you better throw some respect on it. Like this team better throw some respect on Superior's name. Perseus is all alone, and Prozor lurking in the shadows will bring down some more death and destruction. Superior Esports was down 5-0 at the start of this game. And now they're up by 3. 3 opportunities to close this one out. Galaxy Gaming, they've got a full loss bonus. They'll be able to buy their way into this one. Almost everybody into double digits now for Superior, but a 23 bomb for Nopsy. Early pressure, and Superior's done a great job of mixing up the strategy here on the T side thus far. They might just catch Pokey off guard. The Molly. This will look to slow things down. Nades over the top here as well. They got to be careful. He is dangerously close. Spray through the smoke finds big damage here. Pokey's on a 2K. Nopsy will find it. They can slow things down a bit here. Sprays are going to continue to rain through the smoke, but if they wait for this rotation to potentially come through mid, you take a look at the minimap, and Dotla is in great positioning here. They're going to shift back toward mid as well. They spot one up top, and Tuziera takes a ton of damage through the wall there. They're going to shift all the way around, and now Dotla toward that spawn side finds a pick onto Tuziera. He's going to smoke off that CT side, and he's going to make them think that they're shifting through mid toward the B site here, but they've got to be careful because Perseus has been patient in toward Donut. Perseus is waiting. Are they going to be able to find this pick? This is going to be huge. They spot him. Spray comes in. Perseus finds one. Prozor does answer back. Now they're trying to figure out where to go. On the peak. Donlo finds it. Osip. It's a big one for the boys. Usman comes the right way, though. Usman in toward Donut. Oh, no. He spots him. Prozor now in a 1v1. And Usman hits the shot. He had 13 health. And Galaxy Gaming is hanging on by a thread. They'll go to 10. Superior still at match point. They've built up enough of economy here as well. And this is why it's so nice that Superior had that wonderful comeback. They got to match point early. They've given themselves plenty of opportunities to close this out. They'll take one final time out to talk things out. And if you are in chat right now, I see these chat numbers going up. If you're in chat and you're not typing, if you're not getting some hype for this game, then what the hell are you doing? Superior was down 5-0 at the start of this one. Nopsy 24, 5, and 16. Everybody in double digits here for both Superior and Galaxy Gaming, and this has been an absolute cinema. The game of tug-of-war has been insane between these two teams. Leaps and bounds as they just find huge strengthy pulls. 5-6 round run directions here. It was 5 in a row for Galaxy, followed by 5 from Superior. The game's been tied. 4 times to this point. And Dyrod, the arch nemesis on the AWP, serving up kills as if they're free. And now Pokey and crew shifts forward here. If we can get a little more patience from Nopsy, if he hangs on for just a bit. One goes by and he finds the first. He can't get the second, though. 4v2, the run through, and Dyrod's waiting patiently. The arms are wide open, and Leo has done it. Superior Esports. Down by 5. Woo! Let's go. They get it done yet again, and this is why this team is so much fun to watch. Nopsy, the trifecta. 3 triple kills. Dyrod, your sharpshooter, was 7 snipes. Leo, the fire starter, because this man is hot and ready. 74 burn damage. Datla, the machine. He's a bullseye with a 50% headshot rating. And the pro himself, Prozor, call him Mr. Flash. 16 enemies he did dirty. And the boys get it done yet again. They remain undefeated, 9-0, and it just goes to show they can weather any storm, down 5-0 as they battle back in this one. And if you're joining late, go back and rewatch it. This is a phenomenal showing from the crew, and this is what you want to see from an undefeated squad. When times are tough, they can still come out on top, and Nopsy, the glue to hold the squad together here today. 25-17 with 4 assists, 104 on the ADR. Absolutely nutty. Dyrod, 19-13 with 5 assists as well. Everybody around that 45% headshot rating. Leo 15-17 with 7 assists. Datla 16-13 with 5 assists. And Prozor 10-19 with 2 assists. And that it was Datla, I believe, yeah, with a headshot rating of 50%. The boys get it done. A beautiful showing here today. And just an honor to be the man to get a cast. And what a pleasant treat to kick off the day. We'll take a quick look at the schedule here. Next one's going to be back here on Tuesday, the 19th. And then we got a game Monday, the 25th, one day before I fly out to Seattle, Washington for PAX West. Guys, I'm streaming almost every day right now. You can find my socials on hotsauce.com. Streaming every day, looking for subs, donations, biddies, anything goes a long way. I'm raising a little spending money for PAX. Got the hotel, I've got the plane ticket. But things are expensive out there, and I want to go out and do stuff with my friends. So help a boy out if you can. If not, we appreciate you nonetheless. Don't forget to follow the socials, whether it's Twitter or Discord for Superior Esports. So you can stay up to date with all the action we got going on here. Again, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. British summertime against Besiktas, who have a couple of really talented players on their roster. They're currently 7-0, one of the few undefeated teams left in the league. Probably going to be one of the toughest games for Superior up to this point. Superior Esports right now, though, in first place, 9-0. They sit in first place. So, as always, guys, links are in chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be streaming here a little bit later for a little while, but thanks again for kicking it, guys. Make sure you stick around for the raid for Pone, Alone, CS, a legend, guys. Kong, thank you, everybody, for kicking it with us here today. And as always, it's kind of been a theme. We're going to leave you with the song Too Easy because Superior just keeps making it look too easy. My name is Hot Sauce. You guys have been beautiful. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your week.